You can't outrun a bad diet. That's what the experts say. So this month, I'm going to put that theory to the test. Every single day for the entire month of August, I'm going to run 10 miles every morning. I'll take one rest day somewhere in the middle, but I want to see if I can outrun a bad diet. I'm going to allow myself to have 2 sodas a day. I'm not a big soda drinker. I don't drink a lot of caffeine. I stopped drinking coffee almost 10 years ago. But I'm going to put my body through it. I know it might seem reckless to some, but I want to see if burning, for me, that'll be around 14 to 1600 calories, depending on how fast I'm going every day, to see what the weight loss is, what the sleep is like, my mood, how much faster I get, VO2, all that stuff. So I'm going to measure the success and see if you truly can outrun a bad diet. I'm talking gas station food, McDonald's, fast food, all the stuff that we shouldn't eat. The SAD diet, the standard American diet, will be my diet for the month of August. And I'm going to see if I can outrun it. Stay tuned. Day 1, just over 8.5 miles. Haven't seen anybody on the trail today. Day 5, it's Saturday, so I went an extra mile, did 11 miles today. Why would you do that to your body, Brian? You're being reckless. Why would you put all that junk in your system, into your body, and shorten your lifespan like that, and raise your blood pressure, and risk diabetes, and all these other bad things from drinking soda every day and eating fast food and junk food every day? I want to prove a point to myself and to other people. Dean Karnazes is one of my favorite authors, and I have that visual image of him running a 100-mile race and a pizza delivery driver driving up next to him and giving him the pizza, and he takes the pizza out of the box, folds it up like a taco, and devours the whole pizza while he's running. And he talks about how he never really had to worry about how much food he was consuming. Now that's a different number of miles that Dean was doing. I'm not doing anywhere close to that. This will be 300 miles in 1 month. But I'd like to prove the point to people who think that you can just go out for a walk after you eat super bad all day or all week, that's going to do anything for you. Granted, it's got its benefits. It's better than not going for a walk, but can you outrun a bad diet? Can you truly outrun a bad diet? And I would say that running 10 miles every single day is an extreme version of trying to outrun a bad diet, but I'm doing it. I'm 3 weeks into it at this point, a little more than that. It's August 24th. We're gonna find out. It's August 25th, and it's the last day of the first week of school. And it's been maybe the hottest week of the year. And if you're familiar with Missouri humidity, you know it's really easy to break into a sweat. This is the last day that it shows it's going to be over 100 degrees. Last day of starting my runs in near 80-degree weather. So I'll be thankful after today. Obviously, that gets my heart rate soaring when it's this hot out. But it's going to cool down tomorrow, and we should be able to finish out the month in the 60s. All right, the month is over and it's time for some data. I've got all the numbers right here. Before I get into the run and the VO2 max and the weight and all that, I want to start with the diet. So let's break that down. I had 37 gas station taquitos for a total of 7,030 calories. 16 gas station egg rolls for a total of 3,360 calories. 13 gas station pizza slices, 4,563 calories. 21 bags of chips, 8,400 calories. 13 bags of candy, 6,100 calories. 7 candy bars, 1,470 calories. 65 sodas, 17,550 calories. 2 trips to McDonald's worth 1,880 calories. 2 cafes for 1,600 calories, and 3 trips to Burger King for 2,942 calories. Now, in addition to that 54,895 calories, I was making my own breakfast every now and then. I was eating with the family almost every night with whatever they were eating, which is a generally healthy meal for what my wife was cooking. I grab a protein shake every now and then. I didn't include that in the total. That's just 54,000 calories strictly from junk food. Okay, it's time to look at the run data. There was a total of 30 runs. 25 of those runs were in zone 2, which is a 137 to 147 beat per minute effort. 4 runs were in zone 1, which is 126 to 136 beats per minute. I took 1 rest day on August 14th, and I had 1 run in zone 3, which was a 148 to 157 beats per minute effort. This brings me to the pros and cons. The pros being I definitely got faster and increased my pace at my zone 2 heart rate. I increased my VO2 max from 48.7 to 52.9 by the end of the month. And now it's time for the cons. I typically have a generally healthy diet. If you see me drinking something other than water, it's probably a LaCroix. I get a lot of crap for all the LaCroix and bubblies that I drink, but I don't like to drink a lot of sugar. And I think that brings me to my first con. I had tired spells throughout the day, which I don't typically have. I had that 2 o'clock feeling that people talk about. You get tired a couple hours after lunch. I'm not a big breakfast or lunch guy, so I'm likely to skip both those and then just have a pretty healthy dinner. I like to fast and keep give my gut time to digest the food that I'm eating. But I was tired. I had tired spells throughout the day, not just at 2 o'clock, but in the morning, and it was not me being my typical self. I was tired throughout the day. I was lethargic in the morning, more lethargic than possible. The desire to stay in bed and stay asleep in that comfortable bed and not get up was way more than I'm used to. And I know it wasn't just the miles. A lot of that had to do with the diet, and I was hungrier. I wanted to eat the first thing in the morning when I don't typically do that. I wanted to eat in the morning. Then I wanted to eat before lunch and have a meal or a snack before dinner. Eating junk food just made me want to eat more junk food. My mood was not as upbeat and I would say sadder than normal. Even kind of depressing at times. show up to work and people ask me, "Are you okay? Is everything good?" It was just, I wasn't feeling it, eating this bad diet all the time. Skin grease. You can see I kind of have the little shimmer on the top of my head. I don't typically have this much oil on my skin, so the bad diet made my skin more oily and gave me pimples and stuff like that. The expense. So the total was $912.27 for the month. That's $29.42 per day. $912.27 for the month, $29.42 per day. I don't know how people afford to eat like this every month. And then lastly, the weight. So I started the month at 226.2 pounds, and I ended the month at 226 pounds after my run today. So in this scientific experiment, you cannot outrun a bad diet. Maybe you can, but I was still eating a healthy meal at least once a day, and I was drinking a lot of water. I had to hydrate to keep up with these kind of miles that I was running every day. I don't think you can outrun a bad diet, and I don't think eating sloppy all the time and just going for a walk in the afternoon is doing much for anybody. Maybe your metabolism is better than mine, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but in this experiment, I definitely was not able to outrun this bad diet. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to follow. I will be changing my diet back to my standard healthy diet in the month of September. I'm going to increase the miles. I'm prepping for an ultra marathon I'm doing at the end of September, and a 100K I'll be doing in November. Thanks again for watching, and I'm looking forward to eating some healthy food.